Turn around toxic thinking. As we journey through life, we are always going through situations that can affect our well-being. We have faced a bombardment of situations that we have had to navigate. In these times, we have to tell ourselves that we do have the ability to change and adapt and get through no matter how hard it has hit us.
It isn't very easy when trouble comes your way. It isn't very easy, but after dark there's day, and you can change your destiny. It isn't very easy when all seems negative. It isn't very easy to remain positive, but you can change your destiny. Only you can change your destiny.
One of the most important things we have to do in these times is to protect ourselves from toxic thinking trying to dominate our minds. It is crucial to manage the toxic thoughts that will try and dominate our thinking. The things that are indicators of these are when we start feeling depressed or anxious. These are warning signals telling us that there are toxic thoughts that we need to pay attention to. These things are damaging to our brain and our body, and we need to recognize our thinking patterns are affecting us.
There are times when things seem so tough. Thoughts and feelings say you've had enough. Then the greater one inside, filled with truth, begins to rise. Walking by faith and not by what I see. Running a race, believing what can be. Painting a picture of your story. Living for God and for His glory.
Depression is not a disease. It's not because you have a lack of faith. It is an indicator that you need to deal with underlying things. Depression is a warning signal, and you need to find out why you are feeling depressed, capture that thought, and renew your mind. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." You are made in God's image. You are a person with free will. And when you get things wrong, you can realign with God's wisdom. We all have the power and the potential to be proactive and change the way we think and live. Do not stay stuck. You were created in the image of God. You were not created to be depressed, fearful, or anxious, even if you think it runs in the family.
Rise up and fly with the wings of an eagle. Renew your strength in the Lord. Rise up and fly with the wings of an eagle. Encourage yourself in His word. Rise up, come on, rise up and fly. Rise up, come on, rise up and fly.
You are not a victim. You have the ability to change, to deliberately disrupt the downward spiral. That is not your destiny. You are a child of God with hope and a great future ahead of you. You can evaluate what is going on, capture the negative thoughts, and choose to disrupt and adjust that pattern. That is when you need to spend time in prayer and worship and talking to the Holy Spirit. You also need to connect with others for support so that your resilience increases. Don't travel this journey alone. When you talk to God, you capture your thoughts and begin to renew your mind. You are made in His image and you have His wisdom. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You are able to correct the things that try to throw you off course from God's ultimate plan for your life. You need to constantly renew your mind to the truth of who you are in Him. You have the mind of Christ. You are more than a conqueror. You can overcome. You are greatly loved by God.